Yo, it's Michael McFadden, the Power 108.9 for our folks over at 404 Computer Repair. Where do I start? iPhone and Android screen replacement starting at only $69. And not only that, they do it all. Really, computer repair, tablet repair, Xbox, iMac. Honestly, yeah, they do it all. Call them 404-259-0183. Once again, 404-259-0183. Now, I got to be real with you. My family and I have been clients with them for a while. As a matter of fact, 404 Computer Repair repaired the iPhone screen of our then high school freshman who is now in his mid-20s. What? So, if you're looking for affordability, great quality of workmanship, and a team that will get the job done the first time, call our friends over at 404 Computer Repair. Hey, they're located just minutes from the Battery, Atlanta, right there, 360 Cobb Parkway, Southeast in Marietta, Georgia. Hey, just give them a call, though, 404-259-0183. And, of course, tell them you heard it right here on Power 108.9. Let's go. Yo, it's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9, and I want to ask you a question. Are you looking for a new house? If so, you need to holler at our guy, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. AlvinJameson.com. Yeah, Alvin like the chipmunk, and Jameson like that fine whiskey. Not only can he help you on the purchase of that new home, he can also assist you on that refinance as well. So whether it's FHA, conventional, and of course that VA home loan that you sitting on right now, yo, call Alvin Jameson. 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Trust the guy we trust here at Power 108.9. Alvin Jameson. AlvinJameson.com, or just call him 404-587-9033. And of course, tell him you heard it right here on Power 108.9. Let's go. Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
My powerful and pristine people, it's your boy E-Money, your favorite engineer. Check it out. If you want to get involved with Power 108.9 as far as partnerships and advertising, if you want to reach our 50,000 plus listeners and viewers per week, please email power1089ads@gmail.com. That's power1089ads@gmail.com. Speak to our marketing director so we can get you set up and ready to go. Let us help you reach your targeted audience and expand your brand.
Question: what's the only station where you can get R&B, hip-hop, pop, and talk radio? Time's up.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
The opinions and views expressed by this program are those of the program host, and guest, and do not necessarily reflect the views of Power 108.9 and its officials. We hope you enjoy.
Power 108.9 is the website. Hey, we got an awesome show for you today. Power. We got to shout it. 108.9 is the website. Like this website. Got some super duper cool people.
With Michael and friends. So much power.
Mornings with Michael and friends right here on Power 108.9. Got an awesome show for you today. Got some cool people hanging out with us today. As a matter of fact, today's show is being brought to you by our very own Alvin Jameson. Yeah, AlvinJameson.com. If you're looking for that new house and you need to use that VA loan or FHA, conventional, whatever, it don't matter. Hit up our folks, Alvin Jameson. Yep, AlvinJameson.com. Hey, we got a whole bunch of things to talk about today outside of birthdays and shout-outs and national days and on these days, but 45 is in the news. Yep, we'll talk about 45 and some of the latest stuff that's coming out of his camp. Hey, last week I told y'all that Bed Bath & Beyond is going out of business. Well, Guess what happened to their CFO? Newsflash. Something is wrong. Something is going wrong. Also, man, one of the brothers that was suspected of stabbing folks up in Canada, I'll give you the latest on that. And did you know that 40% of Americans believe that we will have one of these in the next 10 years? And I'll tell you what that is. Hey, don't forget to share the show this morning. Don't forget today's show is brought to you by Alvin Jamison. If you're looking for that new house, though, hit them up, alvinjamison.com. Share the show. Don't go nowhere. We got a real quick break because, running behind this morning. I'm going to tell you my story about damn gas stations not having no goddamn air. What's up with that? Let's go. Yo, it's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9, and I want to ask you a question. Are you looking for a new house? If so, you need to holler at our guy, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jamison. AlvinJamison.com. Yeah, Alvin like the chipmunk, and Jamison like that fine whiskey. Not only can he help you on the purchase of that new home, he can also assist you on that refinance as well. So whether it's FHA, conventional, and of course that VA home loan that you sitting on right now, call Alvin Jamison. 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Trust the guy we trust here at Power 108.9. Alvin Jamison. AlvinJamison.com, or just call him 404-587-9033. And of course, tell him you heard it right here on Power 108.9. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Malik McFadden, and did you know that you can listen to Power 108.9 24/7? Just visit the website, power1089.com, or simply say, Alexa, play Power 108.9. Yeah.
Yo, welcome back. Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Today is September the 6th. Is that right? Kevin Hart's going to be in Atlanta on Thursday from 7 to 11. So shout out to that. But September 6th is the date. A couple of national days on the calendar today. Today is National Coffee Ice Cream Day. Today is also National Read a Book Day. And then last but not least, today is National Another Look Unlimited Day. Well, what the hell does that mean? It's the observance of a day dedicated to taking a look around your home and getting rid of the excess things that you have accumulated. So when we talk about National Another Look Unlimited Day, think of spring cleaning meets fall cleaning. So now it's time to clean that house out for the fall, to get ready for the fall. And like for instance, some of your outfits, getting some of those summer outfits out and putting those things up and start to bring out that fall gear, correct?
Absolutely, man. Time to clean out that closet. We're not gonna say who, but time to clean out the closet.
There you go, throwing shade early this morning. Hey, I gotta say good morning to our folks up there at Jams 95.3 in Philly. I gotta say good morning to my man, my folks up there in New Jersey at 101.5 Indy, 101.5 and Fluent Radio up in Chicago. Gotta say what's up to them.
Dish.
So yesterday in the news, where is that 45 stuff?
My man,
so 145 promises to full pardons. 45 says that he would issue pardons to his supporters who stormed the Capitol last year if he wins back his presidency, and said that he has met with some of the defendants already. And speaking of one of those dudes, one of them was a police officer. He was sentenced. He was an ex-cop. He's handed a 10-year sentence because he was up in D.C. with a metal pole, wielding it in the crowd. He got the longest sentence for Capitol attack riders that day. And 45 says that he's going to give him a pardon. There you go, 45. Also, 45 says that he should be reinstated as the president of the United States again. Former President 45 has called for the Justice Department and the FBI to change the results of the 2020 presidential election after last week, calling to declare the 2020 election. It comprised to have a new election immediately, and his comments came as President Joe Biden called out those who obsess over the past. And speaking of, President Biden was in a what did he call his people? Your phone, Joe. People were calling Biden was in he was speaking. Did I grab that story? He called his the followers Trumpies. That's what his new name was for him. And he said that y'all are making a bad impression on America. I know I got that story in here. I got to see where I put it. But yeah, this dude is still 2 years later, still talking about he won the election, and that's your boy.
Hey, as a man thinketh, so is he. Hey, you gotta think that you won. I mean, again, he lost. Take the L, and just come back stronger, man. America is known for forgiveness. We forgive all of our athletes. Forgive all the everything. I'm telling you, man.
I ain't gonna say nothing, Tasha.
If Trump,
I'm not gonna say
if
nothing.
Trump wins this election, man, it's gonna.
First
be
of all,
crazy,
his
man.
name gonna be in the ballot? That's the
Man,
first thing. He might not even be on the
dude,
ballot, so
it's
you
gonna
won't
be
be
absolutely
able to
crazy.
vote for your boy. So.
Yo, it's gonna be bananas.
And
if he
let me
wins
say this.
man.
Let me say this, Alvin. And this is not directed to you. This is just what America is thinking right now at this point. Oh yeah, here it is. President Biden gives MAGA Republicans a new name. He calls them Trumpies and tells a idiot heckler. That's what he called him. He said that he's destroying.
He has
He's saying that he's
tendencies.
destroying democracy. That's what his words were was to the idiot heckler out there. But no, check this out. And this is a real story. This is the real story. You have never
my
heard
mic
this type
on?
of information.
Is my mic on?
You have never heard this information. Dude, your mic is on, dude.
Oh, it is. All right.
You have never heard this information before. More than 40% of Americans believe that a civil war is likely within the next 10 years. Many Americans believe that the country is headed towards civil war within the next 10 years, while nearly everyone believes that political divisions have gotten worse since the start of 2021.
See, I have a unique advantage, man, because as a business owner, as everything else, honestly, I care, but I don't care about what's going on, whether it's Republican, whether it's Democrat. I just, when you have success in business, you have a tendency to side with the mindset of Republicans. You really do. So I don't really care.
So
whether a
45
Democrat
represents
or-
you as a Republican.
No,
that's your Republican leader.
No, I respect him from a business standpoint. He has some idiot tendencies. He really
It's
does.
not idiot. It's racial. It's not idiot. It's racial.
Racial, idiot, tomato. I mean,
So you're saying an idiot
has-
and a racist is the same thing?
I mean, and a racist is an idiot. A racist is an idiot. So, I mean, it's really the same thing. But again, like I said before, when you have success in business, you have a tendency to have some Republican tendencies just on the mindset of the way they think.
So let me break this down for you. So
Democrats have a tendency to, what can you do for me? And Republicans say, I got mine. What are you going to do? That's just the mindset of the two.
So let me break this down for you. So if I look up the word, and I love that we can have these open conversations.
Mm-hmm.
If I look up the word idiot is defined as a stupid person.
Yes. Racism.
If I
look up racism, you should see
racism equals prejudice, social power, and legal authority.
All
That equals
idiots.
racism.
All idiots.
So you're telling me that a stupid person has the same tendencies as a racist?
Yeah, because if you're a
Social
racist,
power.
you're an idiot.
Social power, one, authority, right, and prejudice. That's what makes up racism.
Again, I'm a big component. You should not be judged. Dr. Martin Luther King said it. You should not be judged by the color of your skin. You should be judged by what you bring to the table.
Couple of comments coming in via social media. You should care for your kids. He is an awful person. He's morally unacceptable. And then the other one said that if it's only about the money, that's what the problem is. That's exactly what the problem is. We're just thinking about, people are looking at it just from a money perspective. But when you hear statistics like 40% of Americans say that there is going to be a civil war, this is the highest that it's been since 2021. And what happened in 2021? That's when the idiot, as you call him, 45, lost the election. And 2 years later, he's still talking about that they should overturn the election.
It's more of just trying to make himself relevant. He lost. Take the L. But again, in this world of social media, You got to stay
it's
relevant
not
in everything, and that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to stay relevant. He's just trying to keep his name out there, so therefore, when it comes back up, people remember who the hell he was.
Dude, it's a little bit deeper than that. And like I mentioned, when you think about racism in America, and you look at the past administration and the main things that you saw during his term as president of the United States and commander-in-chief were the three things that equal racism. His prejudice, right? You think about the Virginia riots up there when you had the white supremacists carrying the fire flames walking through Charlottesville, North Carolina. When you think about January 6th, when he told the Capitol rioters, "Oh, y'all go home. I love y'all."
Idiot tendencies.
Talk about social power. Social power, meaning that I can stand in Washington, D.C. and tell my supporters to go storm the United States Capitol, right? Go storm because they rigged the election.
Again,
And they do it. That's called social power. And then you talk about legal authority. Legal authority. 45 felt as if he had so much power and he can do whatever he wanted. He took hundreds of top secret classified documents from the White House to his Mar-a-Lago estate. But yet, Republicans still say, "Oh, he's great for the Republic of the United States of America."
He
He
made the real estate and the mortgage industry boom.
Once again, just like one of the listeners said, if it's only about the money, that's the issue.
Money makes the world go round, people. Come on, man. Money makes the world go round. It really does, man. You can say what you want. Money makes the world go round. Money gives you power. It really does.
Power also makes you a racist, especially when you use it illegally.
Idiot tendencies.
It's not idiot, dude. It's not idiot.
Honestly, he I don't know what to say, man. I don't. Honestly, if it was me and you in the position, it was some classified documents. If we could get away with it, we'd have got away with it.
Why would I try to? That's power. That's power. Why would I do that? Did President Obama do that? Did George W. Bush do that? Did Jimmy Carter ever come up on charges of taking classified documents from the White House?
Different era.
Has any president
different era?
You full of excuses, man. You full of excuses.
I'm sure he did. Different era. It's more in a magnifying glass now.
Back in January 2021, when the Capitol riot occurred, 51% feared an increase in political violence, while 54% in a poll.
What does political violence mean? What is political violence?
January 6th.
Political violence. Okay.
Is that a clear picture for you?
Yes,
January 6th?
January 6th. All right.
Could you classify that as political violence?
It was an idiot move. Everybody has an individual and a role side. Everybody. I don't care who you are.
One of our listeners said
it. Go to Eddie Long if you want to go to Eddie Long.
And nobody talking. Don't bring religion. We're not bringing religion.
Individual and a role side.
We're not bringing religion.
His individual side is an idiot. He's a freaking idiot. His role side, you gotta respect it, man. Just like R. Kelly. His individual side is jacked up.
Did this dude just compare 45 to Eddie Long?
Is one of the best that you have ever done. It is individual and role side.
Hey,
Stop
today
looking at the individual
today's
side.
show
at the role side.
Brought to you by Alvin Jameson. Hey, Alvin, boy. Hey, I'm glad you ain't on social media, boy, because they was gonna probably wear your ass out today. Whenever you in here, we gonna stop talking politics, boy, because they gonna wear your ass out today. One of our listeners said, but if they kill you because you black, if they kill you because you black, you won't be able to spend a dime of that money that you've amassed. They also said that they would have.
I left the legacy behind me.
They said that they would have killed Mike Pence. They would have killed Mike Pence if they would have caught him at the Capitol. However, that's who, more than half Americans want to see in the White House again. Wow. Hey, shout out to Hillary Clinton, though. I found out why she started wearing pantsuits. I'll tell y'all about that later. Alvin Jameson is in the building with us today. Let's talk one thing that we know he knows, which is mortgages. Hey, shout out to Alvin Jameson, though, man. I promise you, no more political stories for you, man. I don't want to ruin your reputation, man. We don't want to do that. Okay? Deal?
Whatever. Let's go.
Deal? Yeah. All right, good. Hey, what them rates looking like, though? Real talk.
Rates actually, over the weekend, they were up. I mean, not up. They were down. So some good stuff happened over the weekend with rates. So I'm hoping they'll carry it into this week, and we'll be back in the mid fives, maybe.
You're about to hit this fall market, man. For you in this business, man, do y'all like the fall winter market?
I mean, obviously spring and summer is the hot time, but I mean fall it goes to relationships, man. So whether it's spring, summer, fall, winter, it doesn't really matter. If you got the relationships with the real estate agents and they know that you're gonna close the deal through hell or high water, it doesn't matter what.
So there's no hot period for mortgage lenders out there.
Don't get me wrong. There's spring and summer is a hot period. But again, that's when you have the relationships. That's when you do your prospecting calls. That's when you stay in touch with all the people. So therefore, when fall and winter comes, everything's still status quo.
Yeah.
So it's about relationships. It's about knowing what the heck you're doing and knowing that you're gonna close the deal beyond hell or high water.
Beyond what's that right? I don't get that. It sounds like a 1940s term. Can you translate that?
No matter what happens, you're gonna be in constant communication, and you're gonna know you're gonna DWIT, do whatever it takes to close the deal.
When you talk about marketing outside, like you talked about prospecting calls, what are some of those other things that, not just you, but other loan officers out there do to keep their business at a high?
Really just, I would say events like expos, or maybe like at Brian Jobert's event coming up this weekend, vendor tables, just hence being on the radio, different things like that, just to keep your name out there and just know that whether it be newsletters or whether it's just different things to just keep your name in the limelight. And just when your name is in the limelight and you get an opportunity, you grab it with both hands and you take full advantage. Yeah,
and speaking of Brian Jobert, that event is this Saturday.
Yeah.
At the Epicenter, 5 o'clock. Alvin will be out there in the building. I heard y'all be having an after party out there. I'm leaving before the little after party jump because y'all partying in the Lord's house. I'm not messing with y'all.
Actually, it's not. It's across the street from the Lord's house.
That's still the pastor's building. It's still a pastor's building. It's still a pastor's building. Y'all in the church bed.
I think I'm gonna leave it before all that stuff happens too, man. But because again, I'm flying in. I got a sales conference, so again, like I always say, man, glory to God.
That's another thing, a sales conference too, right?
Glory to God, man. My numbers qualify me to be able to go to this sales conference, and I really look forward to it, man, because you get to get new ideas. You get to hear the big time speakers speak for free, and you just have to kind of soak it all up and take notes and figure out how to, more importantly, not just hear it, but be a doer. You got to do it. You got to apply it. You got to figure out how to make it work for you. And that's what I'm really excited about that.
Good.
Man. See, I get excited about stuff like that, man. Like when you start talking business and trying to figure out how to better yourself and how to get to that next level, I mean, that excites me, man. That really does. Despite our political views, despite everything else, that excites me, man. That does. Opportunity excites me.
Alvin Jameson is in the building. AlvinJameson.com. Check him out, man. If you're looking for a new house, man, you need to get it, get a loan or something like that. Or maybe you want to refinance your John. Hit him up. What's that number?
Man, it's 404-587-9033. Again, 404-587-9033. Give me a shout. Let's have a conversation offline.
I told you, Tasha, I wasn't going to mess with him today. I let him have the mic. You did
Oh,
that.
he
You
messed
did
with
that. Guess what time it is?
Your birthday in here tonight. Girl, it's your birthday in here tonight. Give it to me, go.
Yo, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are being brought to you by our very own Oliver Adams, a.k.a. Coach Oliver Adams, who always reminds us that true power comes from the inside of you, and once the power to live is ignited, change happens immediately. And you grab a copy of his latest book. It's called Fix Your Credit, Transform Your Life, and you check it out on his website, oliveradams.com. Celebrating birthdays today. Got a whole bunch of them, so let's get into it. Idris Elba turns the nifty 50 today. Also, my man John Wall turns 32 years old today.
He's
Max
gonna do some
George
damage this year.
from the John Wall. Sound like he ain't playing in 3 years.
He's about to do some damage
Max,
this year. Mark my words.
all right, we got you. Max George, The Wanted. That's the name of his group. He's 34 years old today. Also, Macy Gray turns the double nickel, the same 55 that Michael Jordan put up on the Knickerbockers back in the day. Also, Foxy Brown turns 44 years old today. Anika Noni Rose is 50 years old. Webby, Mr. Wipe Me Down, is 37 years old. CeCe Peniston turns 53 years old today. Rosie Perez, White Man Can't Jump, and a Fly Girl from Living Color, 58 years old today, believe it or not. 58. Go on, Rosie. Also, former Atlanta Hawk Kevin Willis turns 60 years old. Elizabeth Vargas of ABC's 2020 is 60 years old today. Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey, is 60 years old as well. Michael Winslow from Police Academy. Michael Winslow is the dude that made all the sounds with his mouth back in the day. Yeah, he's 63 years old today. Jane Curtin from Saturday Night Live is 76 years old. Jeff Foxworthy. I remember Jeff Foxworthy used to live up in the Woodstock, Cherokee County area. He's 63 years old today. And a WB birthday today. That means they would have been birthday. If they would have been here, they would have been celebrating their 75th birthday today. Sylvester, singer, back in the day. The one thing about Sylvester, he was only 41 when he passed away. He would have been 75 years old today. And my daddy was a Motown guy. They were signed to Motown back in the day. And I remember Sylvester because Sylvester was one of the first flamboyant gay R&B singers out there that between him and Tony from my dad's group, the Dynamic Superior, they were flamboyant gay. And back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, like you really couldn't do that. So they were one of the pioneers of being free and being who you were. And what I learned last night is before Sylvester's death at 41, he got with his attorney and they made an agreement to take his royalty money that he made from his music after he passed on and donate it to 2 HIV/AIDS charities, which was, I thought, back then, just so forward thinking. It was a great idea. So happy birthday to Sylvester. Also, Freddie Mercury would have had a birthday yesterday. Michael Keaton, Batman, aka Batman, and aka McDonald's, the founder. Ray Kroc, he played Ray Kroc in The Founder. Bob Newhart had a birthday yesterday, and happy birthday to Raquel Welk, who celebrated a birthday today. So yeah, so many people. You got any birthdays and shout outs you want to talk about? You good to go?
I'm good.
So with that being said, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us. Mornings with Mike and the Friends, Power 108.9, Alvin Jameson, and of course, Coach Oliver Adams. Hey, check out the website, oliveradams.com. And with that being said, we're back. So I was talking about Hillary Clinton. So Hillary Clinton they used to go hard on her because she always wore them pantsuits. Like you never saw Hillary Clinton in a dress. She always rocked the pantsuits. Always.
I think women should always wear dresses.
But there's a reason why she didn't.
I think all women should wear dresses.
Oh Lord, Alvin,
no
more. Don't say nothing.
No, because,
don't say nothing.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just
don't
if
say
you're
nothing.
a woman, act ladylike and be
Alvin,
treated as a
Alvin,
woman, man.
Alvin.
I yell at
Dude, we
my
stopped
wife
talking
all
about the
time.
45 stuff so you wouldn't get in
No,
trouble.
but
So now don't dig a deeper hole, Alvin. Don't say that.
I yell at my wife all the time for trying to wear pantsuits and all stuff. Wear a dress.
Well, Hillary Clinton, ladies and gentlemen, said that she started wearing her infamous pantsuits back in the 90s after a Brazilian company used the image of her in a skirt for a suggestive lingerie ad. She said, I was sitting on the couch and the press was let in and there were a bunch of them just shooting pictures. And she said that she switched from the dress to the pantsuits because of what happened with her and the reporters taking pictures and using her in an ad that she did not authorize. That's where the concept of the pantsuit came from for former First Lady Hillary Clinton. So shout out to her. I don't blame you. You want to say anything? Or you want to dig another hole for yourself?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Also, Texas border officials make the biggest drug bust in 20 years after finding almost $12 million worth of cocaine. Yep, they uncovered 1,935 packages containing 1,500 plus pounds of the alleged cocaine product being
Where was
shipped
this?
as baby wipes. Yep, they were using baby wipes to try to disguise the cocaine down in Texas. And as I always say, that $12 million that they took the L on, they gave the government that. Said, you know what? Here you go. Here's $12 million. We're gonna get this $50 million of cocaine around this way. While y'all still happy about this 12, we're gonna bring this other 50 in from the other side that y'all did not catch.
I would say drug dealers, intelligent people, man. They just don't know when to quit.
Hey, we're talking about mortgages today, man, and Alvin Jameson is in the building with us, man. AlvinJameson.com. How was your weekend?
It was good, man. It was good. No complaints, man. Got a chance to get down to Hilton Head with the family. Got to take the 3-year-old down to the beach, throw him in the water, listen to him cry for a little while, and then mom had to come rescue him and baby him a little bit. Just trying to toughen the little man up, that's all.
Say where your daddy used to do you.
Yeah, of course. Gotta toughen him up, man. Like he's in swim lessons. All right, let's put this into practice now. Let's go. Let's be a doer. Let's not just be a hearer. Let's be a doer. That's all.
How the swim lessons going?
Swim lessons is good. I'm still trying to get him to put his face in the water, man. So I mean, I get in trouble for dunking him in the water and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's starting to jump into the water now. And again, I'm just trying to rush him. Like, come on, dude, hurry up, man. Like you should have been doing this. Just trying to push him, man. Like my father told me, look, man, I'm not your friend. I'm your father. I am your father. I am here to provide for you, to push you, to help you to advance, and to help you do better. Your mom can be your friend. I'm not trying to be your friend. I love you. Look, man, my job is to provide for you, to help you, to push you, to help you to strive, teach you different things in life that I made mistakes on and stuff like that. And, just try to help you get better.
And he also helps you get mortgages out there. Any hot spots in the beautiful state of Georgia for you right now where folks are making that transition to?
That's more of a real estate agent thing. I'm more dollars and cents, so it could be anywhere in the state of Georgia. It can be anywhere in.
But I'm saying any things that you see.
I mean, what I'm seeing now, I'm starting to see closing costs. Sellers are actually giving closing costs to buyers. I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see that they're not really overpaying for a particular house like they were before. Now, again, some people are paying above and beyond if they really want that house. But I think the main thing is I'm starting to see that sellers are giving closing costs to the buyers. Are
you seeing any stipulations? I know sometimes they put that in as a stipulation in purchase agreements. Are you seeing more stips in there, i.e. closing costs, i.e. leave the refrigerator and the washer and dryer, stuff like that? Or are they still trying to keep it simple and not piss the seller off?
This is one of these things where I care, but I don't really care about the refrigerator. And
not you. I'm just saying, are you noticing that in purchase agreements with the stipulations?
No, it's all negotiation. That's really, it just depends on how good your real estate agent is. It really is. I mean, most people leave the refrigerator. That's a common practice. Even if they don't, if it's a new construction or they just flip the house, then they won't have the refrigerator in there or something like that. But all that stuff, tomato, get yourself in the house. That's all that counts. Build the equity.
So no additional steps that you're saying in purchase agreements outside of just closing costs.
That's really the main thing is just the closing costs.
Yeah, because sometimes that can make or break a deal. Believe it or not.
Depending on how badly you want it.
That's what I'm saying. It can make or break a deal.
Yeah, closing costs is the big thing.
What is your advice to clients out there when they put those type of stipulations in purchase agreements, and the seller's not budging, but the buyer wants to? They're the ones that say, I'm adamant about getting this, and if not, I'm walking away. What's your advice to them?
Well, you in the seller's market, so I mean, be careful how adamant you are, because I mean, there's 15 offers behind you, so I mean, you can't really be that adamant about it, unless now again you are starting to see the market level off, and houses are staying on the market a little bit longer than they were before. So I mean, you have a little bit of negotiating power, but don't go overboard with it. Get the house.
Hey, you can check Alvin Jameson out 24/7. Just check out the website, alvinjameson.com. I got to say shout out to Marlon Williams Clark, a history teacher down at Florida State University. He will be teaching a new AP African American Study course this fall, which he says does not contain critical race theory. Wink, wink. Yep, the new CRCT fears at 60 high schools across America roll out the first AP African American Studies, taking in black people, black power, and black feminism. So shout out to Marlon Williams, who says that these new courses will not have any critical race theory. Wink, wink. No, I think it's decided. Did you ever talk about that? What do you think about critical race theory being taught in schools across America, and why the government and so many folks are trying their best to avoid that?
I already dug myself in a little bit of hole. It's one of these political ones, so I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna pass. I think they do need to teach more stuff about critical race. I think they need to do more stuff about science. Think they need to do more stuff about entrepreneurship in school. Think they need to do more about teaching people how to manage their money in school. But I mean, these are just my thoughts as an entrepreneur. I mean, I wish I was taught this stuff in school. I figured it out. I went through hard times. I figured it out, but I kept my head down, and I have a firm belief in God, and God guided me through all that.
I think that as a youngin' in the 70s, the way we were misguided as far as race in America, I think that's like we say, when we mention white privilege in America, we're not calling white folk, we're not taking away from their accomplishments that they've done. The hard work that you put in, to get to where you are, your higher education that, your parents were afforded to get you in these great schools, great degrees, hard work. That's not what we're saying as African Americans when we say white privilege. What we're saying is you ain't walked the same path as we did, as black and brown people. And then the other part of it too is that even as a youngin' in school, we weren't taught that. We were taught that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Didn't we?
Okay.
We were taught that Christopher Columbus discovered America. We were taught that Dr. King was shot by a random person. It was just a random shooting, didn't we?
You have to learn to move between both worlds.
What do you mean?
The sooner you learn to figure that out, the sooner you're going to be okay. There's a white world, there's a black world. You have to learn to move between both worlds to be highly successful
but
in the United States.
That's not. Oh man, look at the time. When we could continue this dialogue next week. I don't think you heard what I said. I said in the 70s and 80s we weren't taught that. We were taught a different perspective. We weren't taught African American studies in the 70s and 80s. We were taught what America put in those textbooks. We were taught that. So we had no other resources to figure out that there was a black and white world. 1968, they had just passed the Civil Rights Bill in 1968. That was 2 years before I was born, and the year Tasha was born. So when we talk about the head start that others got, we weren't afforded to know that.
Again, I get the head start. I get the head start. Yes, white America has had the head start. But again, we're in 2022.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
At the end of the day, we got to stop screaming that, man. We got to figure out how to pull your pants up and handle your business.
Yo, with that being said, man, Alvin Jameson, give them the words of those words over there. Shout out to Hilton Head, South Carolina. He's still in Hilton Head, ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't even got anything today, man.
Hey, with that being said, tell them how they can contact you, brother.
Man, 404-587-9033. Again, 404-587-9033. Let's have a conversation offline.
Hey, with that being said, man, y'all enjoy the rest of the day. It is 9 o'clock, and I got a chicken biscuit. No, it's not chicken biscuit. Is it chicken biscuit?
Chicken McGriddle.
McGriddle from Alvin Jameson. He says it's the best thing smoking off that McDonald's menu. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Malik, do me a favor, man. Tell everybody how they